This reaction, we are reacting to the dark reality of child drill rappers. Let's get into it. Why did I pick this? It just looked interesting, and I feel like this is something I can definitely talk about. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Rap has taken over the streets, but now it has crossed a line. It is recruiting children. The rise of kid drill rappers is one of the most shocking trends in music today. These young artists are rapping about grown-up stuff even before they reach high school. Sure, they are getting
Like, nigga, yo, little wee wee can't even get hard, bruh. And why are you rapping about how many bitches you're fucking, or you're doing lean, you popping perks and shit like that, and all this money that you don't have is not yours? This is what happens when the parents. I don't blame this on the child. A child, they grow up and they're innocent. Most of them are. Some are just grown up to be psycho killers and shit like that, right? But 95% of the time, children children growing up are innocent, right? I blame this on the parents because they're not doing their thing, doing their job, parenting very well, and also they're allowing the environment to dictate how to raise their kid, and not swaying them the other way of don't act like this. I'm not even saying like, telling them, hey, you need to make sure you get straight A's in school, da 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 da. I'm just talking about just teaching them just values, good beliefs, and good morals. Be respectful to people. That's pretty much the basics.
fame, a few bands here and there, and blowing up on social media. But at
Like,
what
bro,
cost?
that's
From a
crazy.
16-year-old sitting behind bars to a teenager who bagged 20 years for a double homicide.
A teenager who tried to murder a Cleveland police officer will spend at least 20 years behind bars.
Today,
And good. I wish he should. He should spend at least 20 years. Give him more. He needs to learn his lesson. Like,
we will uncover the dark truth about kid drill rappers. Most people view rap as a form of expression, not just music.
and
In
not just
2000
that. Here's the thing: if the parents were trying to keep him away from that stuff, and he kept going, then I don't blame the parents. But it's most of the times that the parents or the legal guardians are enabling that stuff. If his parents weren't enabling it and they're trying to keep him away from that, and he decided to say fuck my parents and do, yeah, he deserves any type of repercussions he gets. But if the parents know what he's doing and they're not saying anything and they're just allowing him to do that, the parents should be in jail too. Not even going cap. Parents should be in jail too.
2010 came around the corner, we got a subgenre of rap called drill rap from Chicago. It is hardcore, with artists rapping about life on the streets, gang wars, and stuff like catching hats. These are things you'd expect from adults who have lived a hard life on the street, but years down the line, this isn't the case, and a dangerous reality is unfolding. Take Fully Chopped, for example. The Chicago-born drill
Bruh,
rapper.
and you know what's fucking crazy? Man, King Von just said that he started killing when he was, and he was a teenager when he started killing. I bet you most of these kids who are on here, they're gonna be. I say the oldest one of the kids probably gonna be is maybe 17, 18. Maybe 17, 18.
Stormed into the limelight as a teenager with the hit song Came Around Flexin'. In a month, this track went viral with almost 250,000 views. Another single, Super Slime, surpassed 4.5 million views in just 3 months on YouTube. But before that, he was just a little kid from Chicago who grew up on 59th Street. In an interview with DJU TV, Fully Chopped claimed that since age 12, he had been out on the streets, stealing bikes and doing drills. He grew up in a dysfunctional home as the second oldest child with 5 siblings and parents that argue and fight a lot. Fully Chopped was only a toddler when drill rap became mainstream, and as a kid, he looked up to rappers like Polo G, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and King Von. Inspired by these rappers, he tried copying them, but before his rise to fame, he was doing.
Like, imagine you go to your kid, hey, what's your favorite rapper? Who you like listening to? And them saying King Von, Lil Durk, YMW Melly, just the worst people in the world. When you grew up on fucking, I don't know, Frankie Beverly, Michael Jackson, Prince. My bad, I thought it was a bug. Just other people, and now you those kids are talking. Your kids are talking about, oh, they like people who are committing murders and shit. Oh, excuse me. Committing murders and shit like that, but and they're rapping about it. It's like, I'm not saying my kid's going to church, but where you gonna get that out of them? Because why do you feel like you need to? Why are you so mad? I look at myself as a parent, and be like, damn, what did I fucking do to where he want to listen to me talk about killing people?
Skits. However, as soon as Fully got that taste of fame as a drill rapper, things got crazier. And since he grew up in PGF Hood, he became part of the Psycho Gang family. He literally lives his lyrics, riding around in fast cars, catching hats, getting involved in high-speed chases with the cops, and getting absolutely wasted on substances.
And the crazy thing
That
is
kind
they
of
do this
lifestyle
shit on
comes with
live.
consequences. In October 2024,
Like, I don't think they
250 with
understand
Lil
that
50, who was featured on Fully Chop's track,
they have a
Came Around
cyber
Flexing,
unit when it
was
comes
shot
to-
and killed. This was after Fully was arrested on charges that were not
Like,
revealed to
bro, they have a cyber unit in the FBI and cyber units in like all the government, like the federal law enforcement, state law enforcement, and shit like that. They have a cyber unit. They can see anything and everything that you do. So with them putting on live and shit like that, like you're asking to be caught.
the public due to his juvenile status. Fully Chop has not gone mainstream yet, and things are already going sideways. And sadly, he is not the only kid drill rapper who is on this dark path. Very few people knew the name Lil 50 until Lil TJ posted him on social media.
I got like a kid, his name Lil 50.
We were gonna
Rolling
go
Loud,
to
but-
Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
He's on YouTube.
Yeah, he on YouTube.
What's he doing there?
He playing with like badass toys and shit.
Lil 50 was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Like Fully
And bruh, it don't make it no better that rappers are actually like, and it's the drill rappers, obviously. They don't make it no better that rappers are also enabling it by, especially the bigger rappers with the big platforms, who are condoning this. We got some, oh yeah, little nigga, you cool because you playing with gun. No, that's not cool whatsoever. Maybe that rapper's retarded too, and they have just haven't emotionally matured, which most rappers, they don't emotionally mature. Well, it takes them a while to emotionally mature.
Chop, he's experienced a hard life on the streets. His father wasn't present for most of his childhood because he had another family he was tending to.
Who introduced you to the streets?
Ain't nobody introduced me to the streets. It just happened.
It was just there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody introduced me to the streets. It just happened. And he's sitting there, was that Lacoste? Oh no, Dolce Gabbana. Dolce Gabbana. Shirt, his thing unzipped. A bunch of chains on. He really think he technically that's the definition of YN right there. But he think he a gangster. Let me see him patrolling up and down my streets. I'm calling the cops. Fuck that. I don't trust that. That's the YN to me. Oh no. I gotta stay safe.
Were both your parents around?
Nah, my dad got a whole nother lifestyle going on. He got a whole nother family. You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
However, his mother has been with him throughout his life, probably trying to raise him right and keep him out of trouble. Lil 50 burst into the limelight with the tracks Freddie and Jason and Out the Sunroof. When Lil TJ helped his walk to fame by sharing his songs on social media, Lil 50 released his debut single, Started Off Freestyle. Compared to Fully Chop, Lil 50's rap career is well established. He has over 400,000 followers on Instagram, and he is flexing cash, ice, and tattoos that are pretty hardcore for his age. While he's not flexing burners on the gram and boasting about catching hats on social media like Fully Chop does, he got caught up with the wrong crowd just after it seemed like he had finally made it out of the hood. In March 2024, news broke that Lil 50 was arrested and locked up for unknown charges. Although there are no official reports about his arrest, the speculation is that he may have been subjected to a house arrest. Some sources revealed that the charges against Lil 50 included the attempted murder of a Cleveland police officer.
Officers shot and 4 suspects now wanted by police. This breaking news tonight coming from Cleveland's central neighborhood. And within the last hour or so, we got this picture of 2 of those suspects that police are looking for tonight.
While Lil 50 was arrested and charged in connection to the crime, at the time of his arrest, he was just 15. There are so many questions to be asked. Who is responsible for these kids? It's like label bosses and managers only see dollar signs, pushing these youngins into the spotlight. They know controversy sells, and the younger they are, the more attention they would get. Lil RT falls right into this category, finding fame at a very young age.
And it's not just that as well. it's also say that the kids don't get caught up, right? They're feeding into the negative stereotypes and the stuff that pretty much the debauchery of the black community, which sells, and they're gonna be making the labels a whole lot of money if they don't get killed or if they don't get put in jail. And that's very slim that they're not gonna get killed or go to jail. But yeah, they sign these little kids because they understand how much money they can make. They don't care about them. Why do you think they be putting what do they be putting? They be doing life insurance. They be putting life insurance on the drill rappers. They gonna get their money one way or another. So.
Born and raised in the Bankhead west side of Atlanta, he kicked off his drill rap career at age 9 in 2023 with the song 60 Miles. That track quickly went viral on YouTube, gaining over 4 million views in a few months. The management behind Lil RT capitalized on the initial success of 60 Miles, where he appeared on a live stream with Twitch streamer Kai Sanat. During the live stream, he performed a freestyle rap and used a word even I can't say. Kai tried to salvage the situation by asking Lil RT if he meant to use the word rate instead, which Lil RT agreed to.
What?
This 10-year-old is talking about rape and why am I not surprised? I mean, why am I so surprised? That's what I meant. Why am I so surprised? Well, maybe because he's a 10-year-old is why I'm surprised. But also, I mean, he said a whole lot of other shit. So it's like, why is this so surprising to me?
What?
And the thing is, like,
But that's
and he knew that. That's why he fucking ran away too, because he knew that when Kai was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Oh shit, that shit don't slide here. I can't just say whatever I want." Because to a regular individual like Kai, who actually has some sense, and you a 10-year-old, why the fuck are you talking about sexually assaulting a female? No one should be talking about sexually assaulting anybody. But why is a 10-year-old, is that putting in your brain about sexually assaulting somebody?
That's not all. In February of 2024, still age 9, Lil RT performed at a party in Miami's Little River neighborhood. The performance would have passed as normal if there wasn't a 9-year-old right at the center of it. People were outraged at this party. Among the critics, American commentator Candace Owens had her own take about Lil RT's rap career, which went viral. Candace thinks the future isn't looking bright for Lil RT, and unless there's some extreme intervention, he's going to turn out to be a menace to society. To some extent, she's right, because guardians like Lil RT's mom aren't helping the situation either. She's allowing him to be pimped out to the world, desperate to keep him in the limelight and keep that money coming in.
Hey, you know what they say? That money is the root of all evil. What else they say? Money can't buy you happiness. What else did they say? Man, cocaine's a hell of a drug. So is money.
She does her part, appearing on YouTube videos with him and managing his Instagram account. However, there have been allegations against her, saying that she's trying to live off her son's money, conducting bad business. This controversy is unnecessary. Lil RT needs to be in school, learning so he can have a better chance at getting out of the hood, not out on the streets doing grown-up stuff. Like Lil RT, 13-year-old FNG King, also known as Lil King from Tennessee, started his rap career in 2023.
I ain't even gonna say he needs to be in school. At least homeschooled. At least I don't trust the schooling system. He should at least be homeschooled. When he's not homeschooling, he should be around individuals who are not the product of their environment. The product of their environment, and they're making money off the backs of killing and drilling and talking about rape culture and shit like that. If he's gonna be in the limelight, or at least learn to be in the limelight, he needs to be around people, pretty much good role models. drill rappers are not great role models. They're not role models at all. They're bad they are role models. They're bad role models. He should be, if he could be around Kai more. He really needs to be around Kai. For real. Because Kai's a good role model. He's still growing up. He's only like 23. But, like, yeah.
With tracks like Respect the Struggle Freestyle and Gorilla Mode. FNG King is linked to Finesse 2 times, and they even did the Gorilla Mode track together. King broke the internet when news broke that he ran away from Finesse 2 times' camp. Finesse went on Instagram Live to state that King was no longer in his care, and that if anyone saw him with guns, shooting dice, or at clubs, he has no part in it because King is now on his own. He claimed that King ran away because he wouldn't give him any money. King replied to Finesse's claims, saying that he left because Finesse was trying to change him. According to King, the truth was quite different from Finesse's version. He said that contrary to Finesse's claims, he wasn't getting any money or designer clothes unless he appeared in Finesse's shows, and he also claimed that Finesse always had burners, substances, and tobacco around him. He went on to reveal that he was even a passenger during a high-speed chase with the...
Like, bro, with the shit that you be talking in your music video, how am I supposed to feel bad for you, and also why should I even believe you? Because, nigga, you could be lying to me. You could be lying. Why the fuck would I believe you? And you a kid.
Police and Finesse.
You the last kid I believe.
King revealed that Finesse tried to claim mistake in his career by saying he bought him a $40,000 watch, a $100,000 chain, and gave his grandma $10,000.
He tried to say he gave my grandma $10,000 and bought me a $40,000 watch and a $100,000 chain.
King recently promoted Moneybagg Yo's tour, and King said Finesse didn't like that because he had beef with Moneybagg Yo. While that's a lot to unwrap, this is not the first time this duo will be wrapped up in controversy. In August 2023, Finesse was called out for allowing King to perform explicit lyrics during the Broccoli City Festival. The industry's role in the lives of kid drill rappers is quite clear. Yes, these kids are talented, but that talent could be showcased in the right manner. Label bosses, mentors, and others in the game are using these kids as a way to get their own 15 minutes of fame and revive their own dying career. In the case of Lil RT, there are creators who are trying to use his brand to give their own career a boost. One of those creators is King Sid, who lost credibility and had his viewership declined after his ex-friends exposed him. Sid made at least 3 videos with Lil RT and his mom, and has used the young rap star to revive his channel. One of those videos raked in almost 1 million views. This is a disturbing trend that needs to stop. However, the big question is, what's in store for these youngins if they don't get reoriented and get the help they desperately need? Drill rap has always been plagued with violence. Take Fully Chop, who isn't hiding his affiliation with a well-known gang. And there are rumors floating around saying he backdoored another youngin, Lil Queso. Truth is, this generation of kid drill rappers are in trouble, and the only prayer is that they don't end up like Lil Perk. He was on his way out of the hood, signed to Lil Durk's OTF, with a number of hit singles to his name. His track Walk 'Em Down, which led to him going viral online, had amassed over 1 million streams on Spotify, and he had even released an album titled Before the Fame in 2022. However, it all came crashing down when his involvement in a double murder was made known to the public. That would not be Lil Perk's first run-in with the law. Prior to this tragic incident, he had been accused of shooting a man in the leg. On December 15, 2023, Lil Perk, real name Jamal Jones, was found guilty of the double murder of 12-year-old Zion Charles and 15-year-old Cameron Jackson. The
12-year-old and a 15-year-old.
tragic event had taken place in November 2022 in Atlanta, and it left 4 other people injured, in addition to the 2 minors that were killed. Lil Perk was sentenced to 20 years in prison, and before his Instagram account was taken down, he made an apology post on his story that said, "To all my family and fans, I would like to sincerely apologize to y'all and to all the younger generation looking up at me. Let me and my situation be a lesson learned for our whole generation. Everything not what it seemed, and I'm still pleading my innocence. I love you, Lil Hot, and to the families hurt by this situation, forgive me. Also, still keeping faith alive forever." This is the sad reality of kid drill rappers, and for the youngins who are on the same path, this could someday be their reality.
All that money that he had in his hand, and he just wanted to go drill some shit. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Go ahead, drill some shit, man. Fuck up your life. Talking about pleading your innocence. No, nigga, you did it. You got caught.